3-0 too.
On the loser side, we have we already have B-Bats qualifying and Applewiz qualifying. But we're gonna get right into this action. We are not stepping on the brake right now. Kragg versus Absa. It's gonna be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, a lot of people consider Kragg to be one of the best, if not the best character in the game. Part of the reason why we actually saw Stango using it beforehand, literally said it as they were going to compete. He said, I'm going to use Kragg because I think Kragg is the best character in the game, and if I don't win, I am a fraud.
And sort of a little bit on the other spectrum is Absa, a character who people do not talk super highly of. I mean, it's Rivals too. Every character's cracked. But Ant, one of the few to pilot her to some good success, and right now finding himself at a little bit of a lead, 60%. Ooh, and I was going to say climbing, but we haven't found any opening yet.
Yeah, all the way up to 70 now. Going for the side specials on Kragg up air. Pretty much conversions that you're going to see bread and butter stuff from Kraggs in general. ZeeBee doing their best right now. And speaking of pan con mantequilla, more bread and butter. That's a down air into up air. Kragg with the early lead.
Cloud gonna harass Kragg a little bit off stage. It's gonna be dangerous to pull a tower here. But if you're ZeeBee, you've been doing Kragg stuff for so long that it don't matter. We got more tricks in the bag. Now Ant, can he answer this stock back?
It's going to be a little difficult as well, but now we're seeing them actually do it rapidly. As Notched answered question for you. Yes, yes they can.
All right, Ant dancing around a little bit. ZeeBee playing sort of on the outside perimeter of the stage, on that top platform from the corner, just sort of using rock to open up at a very long range. Does not really want to scrap with Absa too close until that opening is found, and then it's time to put the hands on.
Great reads on the roll out, just sending him outside, and another drop kick right to the face. One more stock for ZeeBee, getting ahead in this loser qualifying set for top 8.
All right, dance around each other's shields right now. Ant gonna find a neutral air. Will it lead to much? It is going and going. Cloud extension too, just for a little bit of extra chip damage, squeezing out every percent that he can there.
Yeah, tremendous play by Absa. So far, so good with them. Rocks coming in one more time. Super important to ZeeBee to not get overzealous, especially when they have the rocks in hand. Sweet spots on it. Cloud trying to harass. Taylor up. And managed to at least get to the stage. ZeeBee does.
Yeah, I do like the way that Ant is pressuring ZeeBee off stage more as this game has gone on. Just trying to get up close and personal when he's playing off the level. The Cloud wasn't doing quite enough, and Ant said, you know, if I want something done right, I gotta do it myself.
He's trying to go in, getting a little cheeky with it. Trying to get that spike on the outside. 127 to 71. Continuing to rack up that damage, but actually getting the KO is super pivotal. Down strong, moving into play. Cloud's harassing one more time. Gonna use that side special. Another brilliant tech. That's 2 in a row by ZeeBee.
Ant is trading a lot with ZeeBee. Gonna finally find the stock there, but Absa not that heavy, and at 90% basically against Kragg, who has no shortage of kill option. It's gonna be like navigating a minefield right here. Needs to make sure that we are not getting hit by anything strong, which is basically everything.
Pretty much. There are a bevy of different moves just like that one to seal the deal. ZeeBee taking that first game with the Kragg. Actually, tremendous play by both players for sure, and we see actually controlling the space with that block on the edge on the right side, and then just intercepting whatever Absa wanted to do just with that drop kick fair. And now we're moving on to the second game.
We're gonna go to Merchant Port. Gonna have a little bit more room to dance around. I'm sure that's a little bit of Ant's thought process here. Now Ant was finding great hits, great conversions we had seen, but could not close out the stock. So we're going to need to see a little bit more of that KI, that killer instinct, to be able to keep this game competitive.
Yeah, apropos as well, considering Dan Fernese was one of the people who actually worked for KI a few years back with Microsoft. So a lot of KI instinct for ZeeBee on that first game. So we'll see if Ant is able to actually tie it up. We are seeing early offense from Kragg. He's taking it. A couple of hits in, already doing the downstroke for 94. Trying to intercept the Cloud with the parry. Not going to work out with him. Trying to bait it out one more time. Still no dice.
Ooh, jump canceling the side B after hitting the tower. Good stuff, but Ant is all the wiser, and just that little hit from the Cloud is going to be enough to do it while in the blast zone right there. ZeeBee still, like I said before, playing around this perimeter of the stage, and Ant is just sort of setting up shop center and batting ZeeBee away so often, but finally going to even up the stocks. This game is so close.
Yeah, but we're already seeing the advantage that Merchant Port does give Absa. Having that more space, it gives Ant a lot more breathing room to be able to actually think what other steps they're going to be able to do, and also being able to actually send Kragg faster to the sides. That being said, the more you play on the outside, the more likely it is for a grab to just drop kick you into hell.
All right. Oh, going to catch a big back air.
Brilliant.
And has found himself in possession of a full stock lead at the current moment. ZeeBee gonna open up, big combo, command grab, throws down, does not get the roll read correctly, does not react, and is gonna take a little bit of damage himself for dropping the combo.
Missing the grab that time too, just 24 on the Kragg, and now trying to shark as best as possible. Rock walls being built up, and now combinations going in from Ant, who's feeling a lot more comfortable and in the zone. Couple of grabs in, already up to 44. We're seeing sweet spots coming in, combinations. Cloud chasing them back, fourth, sweet spot again. Going on to the outside, Cloud actually moving Kragg back. What is he gonna do to be able to recover? Absolutely nothing.
That was a disgusting sequence.
That was great.
Not only finding the combo on stage, sending off, hitting that first hit of Cloud, popping it to put it somewhere else, and then exploding it to catch another thing. There was no options there, ZeeBee. You just have to hold that, unfortunately.
Going into game number 3 now. Smallest roof in the game. Need to be careful, especially when sending them upwards, which is pretty much what ZeeBee wants to do. A lot of recovery time through the sides, and now gaining grab one more time. Combinations. Ooh. Forward tilt into jab. It's actually sending him right to the outside again. Looking nasty.
Special get up attack, sends the Cloud all the way over to ZeeBee. Has a knockdown right now. ZeeBee gonna get out of the corner so smoothly, actually. Ooh. Finds a combo. That's that Kragg up air. Recently nerfed, actually. All right, and gonna fight through. Yoink! This is ZeeBee's counter pick, but the ability for Ant to use that up special to get through the stage due to it being, you know, you could pass through from the bottom, just played out so wonderfully right there.
Tremendous play for sure. Rock wall coming in one more time. The Cloud's being set up to actually try to move ZeeBee out of the way of Ant's recovery options. And 120% sending him right to the side. Not quite going to be able to be enough to KO the Absa, but this down strong hit just the right spot.
Yeah, and actually being ready for Ant, coming through the stage aggressively that time. As I called it out, ZeeBee was already taking a mental note of it for later. Cashed in, but now Ant is trying to cash in on this little bit of a lead that they have. Finding big conversions. ZeeBee in the corner, can't hear recover. Cloud goes high, has no tower, but great movement to get back on the stage.
Of course, but ZeeBee makes it look so easy.
Yeah.
So easy. Cloud coming in. Oh! Sends him back. Fully charged thunder, lightning, and an ass whooping that Ant wants to give ZeeBee.
And Ant's doing cool stuff like that. We're sitting here reeling. Ant, cold as ice. No facial reaction at all. The job isn't finished just yet, so we got to stay locked in. Finds a little bit of a neutral air right there, but it's not going to lead to much, and almost pays for it with his stock.
Man, forward strong, barely missing that time for ZeeBee. Trying to find to get anything absolutely going. The shield is so weak right now for ZeeBee as well. The pressure by Ant has been insane in this game 3.
Cloud harassing again. ZeeBee solo.
Look at that.
And banding him away. Do we have something? What is going on over there? Oh.
That is. Oh my God, that was going to be so crazy. Oh, ZeeBee. Not quite going to be able to grab that ledge that time, but it was so close. And now we're seeing the replay right then and there. Production always on.
A game of inches right there, just barely missing it. A game of frames. And now we're going to Rockwall. This is some home field advantage type beat right now. And as I say that, Ant catching the rock with his own face multiple times.
Working out for him for sure. Looks like the counter pick is looking well right at the beginning. 49% already. And now juggles with the rock are actually starting to come in by ZeeBee and trying to look for anything to actually get some more momentum going before it's too late.
Ooh, narrowly evading the reversal. ZeeBee trying to reverse Ant right there off the stage. ZeeBee finding stage control again, but now Ant gaining momentum. This stage has side blast zones that are so close right there that we saw Kragg already in the magnifying glass at 60%.
All the way up to 79, sweet spots galore. One of the problems that Kragg has is that he's a big boy, and those sweet spots are so easy for Absa to hit every single time.
God.
And when you have the snipes on the clouds, it makes it even easier to take away those stocks.
Chopper, Ant is moving different right now. Got the whole colony behind him, if you know what I'm saying. Come on. What do we got? Special get-up attack. Actually bails him out. Ant not going to punish it. But ZeeBee just has not really been finding anything large, any big punishes, any early kills. It just hasn't been falling the way of ZeeBee. Gonna have to find something quick if he hopes to keep this game floor competitive and this bracket run alive.
Yeah, stray hits and consistent percent for sure, because Kragg is definitely going to do that. He's going to rack up that damage, but not quite being able to find those KOs except for that drop kick that just sends them flying onto the side. But still 90% of extra credit all the way up, built to 104. ZeeBee needs to find something, and it looks like he found something in the corner as we continue to put up that pressure.
Oh, and gonna pay for it right there. This is tournament stock for ZeeBee, everybody. Pulls the rock, gets caught with it in his hand just a little bit. Unfortunate stuff underneath the rock. Ant's punishes have been stellar this set.
Oh, man. An Ant smelling blood in the water. Looking like Penguin and Rivals 1 for sure. Domination moving everywhere, and all at once just baits out the recovery option. Gets another sweet spot in. That is hello, Ant. To top 8, goodbye ZeeBee in 9th place.
And Ant sort of giving a little bit of a pop-off there, you know? Making top 8. Really proud of himself and the work he put in right there. Let's take a look back at this. Just literally smothering ZeeBee. Kragg back air, not a slow move. I'll tell you that right now. And so to be able to punish it at that level and that hard is just beautiful stuff. Very practiced Absa. Ant moves on.
Tremendous play. And we have one more set of rivals, which is great, but also unfortunate, because I wanted to see